Okay guys, this is a review on the ALLKandy Wet Plus Clear Coat. This is from JA Designs in Maple Shade, New Jersey. I'll start out by telling you a little bit about myself. I'm a professional painter during the day and at night to make ends meet like most people do. I have a side business. I do anything from custom paint work to collision paint work to just about anything that you want to put paint on. I started out on the internet looking for aftermarket clears and the best bang for your buck. I don't know how many of you guys are professional painters out there, but I know that high solids clear is not the cheapest thing to purchase, and when you have a side business you want to give out the best product that you can possibly afford. So I started scouring the internet and then stumbled upon ALLKandy, searching for companies that were selling custom paints these days. And I started seeing reviews on the Wet and the Wet Plus, and just like anybody else, you see something on the internet, think it's an internet craze, and kept on searching. I couldn't find a bad thing about it. Not one person had anything bad to say about it, so I figured I guess it's time to find out for myself what this Wet Plus and Wet is all about. So I went online and ordered it, and fortunately today I have a panel that I had painted at work. As you can see, it's very nice. It's got a little light diffraction on it, you can see, but it's a high solids clear. Problem is, for me to use this clear in my garage costs me $400 plus a kit. You look over to the Wet. I honestly think that there's less light diffraction in the Wet than in that $400 clear. Mind you, for $400 you get a gallon of clear and a quart of hardener, if they'll sell you a quart of hardener. With the Wet Plus, you get 4 quarts of clear, 2 quarts of hardener, which gives you actually more sprayable product than buying the expensive PPG, Sikkens, Spies Hecker, you name it, they're all expensive. High solids for the price that you're paying on the Wet at $175 for a gallon and a half is absolutely unheard of. Even if you would say it has the same performance as that fender, which I think it looks very nice, but like I said, the problem is you're paying a lot of money for said product. And this is my first job that I did with it. I don't have much experience shooting this clear. As you spray certain materials, you get better at it. You learn your little tricks, but no tricks behind this. It's first timer. Job came out pretty clean. I can walk around to the other side. Mind you, you can see I got some garden tools up there. It's just a regular old garage. Keep it clean. Wet your floors. And you can pull out this kind of product right out of your backyard. We'll walk around. Unfortunately, this is a friend of mine's car who it got keyed for some reason or another. He'll be happy when he gets this back though. You can see my pretty little face in this bumper. Oh, maybe not. But you can also see that You can see everything behind me. It lays out beautifully. So I'm told you can put 2, 3, even 4 coats on with 0 solvent pop. This is a day after I sprayed it. It has 0 dieback. And if you've been painting for a while, you know that in the cold, if it gets too cold at night, your paint will die back. And it was 30 degrees last night. As far as I'm concerned, there's 0 dieback in this. And a little bit of dirt up here, unfortunately. But well, some sandpaper and a buffer to take care of that. You can see my toolbox. I've got a regular old heater out here, nothing crazy. And the lawnmower, push everything out. It's a great product. If anybody's skeptical, I'm as skeptical as they come. Don't be skeptical. Order it. Use it. It does a great job. I mean, how could you go wrong? I think I'm pretty much sold on the fact that I'm going to switch over to the Wet Plus at all times. And it's not just for custom paint. Like I said, I do collision work. If you can find a better clear, and I'll even give you a leeway of $50 more, I think you'd be hard pressed to find anything else. As far as customer service, if you're a customer service person, Ten has been personally texting me with advice, with any information that I need, down to flash times, pressure, application. You don't get that kind of customer service with anybody. I don't get that customer service with people that we spend tens of thousands of dollars with weekly. We paint at work anywhere from 250 to 400 labor hours a week, depending on how busy we are. I don't get that kind of support from my OEM jobber. Phenomenal product. Phenomenal customer service. Like I said, you can almost read that bottle in the background. And that's 5 feet away from the car. It's compliant with all urethane base coats. And I used a Lesnol base coat under this, and it worked perfectly. I couldn't be any happier. Next day, like I said, it's 40 degrees outside right now. Got a little warm today. It's hard. With the clear coats that I was using, it would still be a tad on the tacky side. Not tacky, but soft. I could put a fingernail print in it. It's hard. It's ready to be buffed. If it wasn't so cold and raining outside, I'd be outside wet sanding and buffing away any little imperfections that were left there by myself. There's no dieback. It did not shrink. It has the texture that you put in it. If you've been spraying for a long time, you know how to manipulate texture. If you want a factory peel, you can make a factory peel. If you want flat, as you can see, it's flat. It's flatter than the more expensive clear I have to the right of me. And this is no spray booth. There's a 3-inch ventilator fan in my doorway. Open the windows, wet the walls, wet the floors, turn the fan on, and let it rip. I'm sure if you have any questions that you need answered, Tim will be there to answer them for you. All you have to do is give him an email. After that email, and you order it, because you will order it, you'll be hooked just like I am. This is Jason Abrams from JA Designs and the ALLKandy Wet Wet Plus.
Though you may not drive a slamback Cadillac, 84
What's up, player? What it do? Players may have changed, but the slab game remains the same. Swing on, player. Already.
Bye.